Hello guys, welcome to Code Bazinga. Here I am with the fifth question in the competitive Python with CodeChef series beginner level. The question I have at hand is testing robot. Here's a link to the question. As you can see, this is a beginner level question in the CodeChef. For your convenience, I have replicated this entire question in my Jupyter notebook. So let's see what the question says. Chef has bought a new robot which will be used for delivering dishes to his customers. He started testing the robot by letting it move on a line. Initially, the robot is placed at the coordinate x is equal to x, then it should execute a sequence of n commands described by a string s with length n. Each character of the string is either L or R, denoting that the robot should walk one step to the left, decreasing x by 1, or to the right, increasing x by 1 respectively. How many distinct points are visited by the robot when it has executed all the commands? A point P is visited by a robot root by the robot if P is an integer and that robot's position before or after executing some command is x equal to P. Now let's see what the input says. The first line of the input contains a single integer t denoting the number of test cases. The description of test cases is as follows. The first line of each test case contains two space separated integers n and x. The second line contains a single string s with the length n. And the output is for each test case print a single line containing one integer, the number of points visited by the robot. So let's try to understand what the question is saying with the example. 2 denotes the number of test cases. Now 6 and 10 denotes x and n, n and x respectively. So n is the length of the string s which is followed in the next line. So r and 4 times l, the length of the string is 6. Now 10 denotes the starting position of the robot. Now the question is, the robot can move either right or left denoted by string r or l, and corresponding to it we have to find the total number of distinct moves that the robot will take. So let's try to figure out the first sample case. Initially the robot is at 10. Now it has to move, first it moves to r, so 10 will become 11. Again the robot moves right, so 11 will become 12. Now the robot moves left, so 12 becomes 11. Now it is followed again by a left, so this becomes 10. Again a left, so this becomes 9, and lastly one more left, so this becomes 8. So out of these points, this was the initial point. So out of these points, how many distinct points have been visited by the robot? So the distinct points are say 10, 11, 12, 9 and 8. So the number of distinct points is 5. Number of distinct points is 5. So and this is what the example output is. So so I hope the explanation part is pretty clear. Now let's dive into the coding part. So I have taken a variable t denoting the integer input denoting the total number of test cases. Now using a for loop, I'll take t number of test cases. Now I have to take n and x. Now using the map function, I'll take the first argument as integer denoting that the input will be an integer, and the second argument will be input function, and I'll split it with a space. Now comes the string s of length n. And now this was a prerequisite that we had to do before diving into the logic part of the question. Okay, so let's say I'm taking for loop. I'm splitting the string s into a list so as to take individual elements. Now every time the single element of a list is right, I'll change the value of x to +1. as in if the robot moves right, the value of x as in the current position is incremented by 1. And whenever the robot moves left, the current position is decremented by 1. Now I need to, I'm taking an empty list to store the path of the robot, and I'll append this list. Now I'm appending the path with the value of x in both the situations. Now first let's try to print the path. And since we have to take multiple test cases, so I'll do something like this, path.clear, so that the path is cleared for the next sample input. This looks perfectly fine. Let's try evaluating for a test case 6 and 10. The path was RRLLLL. Okay, there is some error. Let's see what the invalid literal for integer with base 10. Okay, so here I have used integer input. I simply have to use input because input function returns a string, so I need not convert this into integer. Let's try it again. 1, 6 and 10 RRLL. Attribute error. List object has no attribute. Okay, so there's a spelling mistake in the append. 1, 6, 10. As expected, the path is 11, 12, 11, 10, 9 and 8. Now what I'm supposed to do, I have to find the number of unique values in this list. So I can simply say result is set of path, and I can print the length of set. Hopefully this will solve the problem. So 1, I'm taking just one sample case, 6 and 10 RRLLL. Again there's an issue. Type of object has no length. Okay, here I have to use the result variable. 1, 6, 10. Okay, here I'm getting the value of 5. So bingo, we have solved this question. Let's try to fit code into both the test cases that were given initially. So the first test case is 6 and 10, and the string is RR 4 times L. So this gives 11, 12, 11, and the as in the distinct points that the robot has passed through is 5. And in the second case it's 2, 0, and the robot moves left both the times, so the length should be 2. So the code works perfectly fine, and I'm clearing the path so that the previous path values don't coincide with the next test case path values. So this is a Bazinga moment, guys. We have solved the question. For your convenience, I'll remove this print path. That's an unnecessary addition to the solution. Yeah, and that's it. Let's try to match the test case again. 2, 6 and 10, and the next is 2, 0, LL. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as per as I promised to rate the difficulty level of this question, I'll say this again was a simple question. And you'll find this Jupyter notebook in my GitHub repo, the link to which will be mentioned in the description below. Soon I'll be coming with another video in this competitive Python with CodeChef series. Also do for catch up with my Python basic tutorial series which is running in parallel. I'm making one video on competitive Python with CodeChef series and another video on Python basic tutorial. So thank you guys. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.